All right, so today I'm going to be giving a friendly but serious webinar on how important your awareness is of data threats against your company's confidential information, also known as database security. I mean, it's going to be short and to the point, but, just I want you to take away from this the severity of database security. All right, what is database security? Database security is basically a series of measures that are taken to protect all of the information inside of your personal or business computers or servers. It is a very broad term that includes very many processes, tools, and security measures to keep the data inside of your computer safe. I mean, if you watch the news at all, you've probably heard about the growing number of high-profile hacking attacks. There are hackers that work around the clock to try to break into companies' databases. And a company has to spend a very large amount of money to prevent breaches in their database from occurring. Database security remains the most critical issue to any business that conducts its operation online today. All right, why is database security important? Well, the importance of keeping your company's internal information secure cannot really be expressed enough. I mean, not only is it critical to keep sensitive information about customers and employees secure, but also the money that is spent each year to prevent those database breaches is growing rapidly. In 2014, the average organizational cost of a data breach was $5.9 million. That is what one single company spent on one data breach. And that averaged out to about $209 per record taken. That's for one single document. It's $209 that cost them. I mean, that's a lot of money. And if you plan on being an executive one day, you're going to be asked to budget for things, and that is one, thing that you're going to have a large budget for is, keeping your network safe. Okay, what does database security have to do with me? Well, if your major is in information technology, you probably do not ask yourself this question, but what a lot of people don't realize is that it is important to every person who has access to a company's network to be on alert for these threats. Database security, is usually planned and maintained by information specialists, but these specialists can't control every network's vulnerability. Internal attacks are one of the biggest threats to a company's data. Maybe a disgruntled employee who has access to classified information decides to leak it. Or maybe you have a careless employee who, also pose a very big threat to your employee system. I mean, all it takes is one uninformed employee to download a suspicious email attachment or venture onto websites that, maybe are not authorized. Keeping all of your employees informed at every level is extremely important to your database security. All right. What can I specifically do to help prevent database security breaches? Well, first, you can use a strong password. Implementing a strong password is one of the best ways to strengthen your system security. I mean, and this goes for personal and business. And secure laptops or other portable equipment. Company laptops are great because they're portable, they allow for more flexibility, but the downside of their portability is their vulnerability to be stolen. And also, that includes your company's cell phone. It's very important. Make sure your cell phone is always password protected. Cell phones are easily misplaced, and you don't want to make it that much easier for someone to have all of your information. Smartphones now can hold as much sensitive information as a laptop can, and this can be very dangerous. Oh, and please do not open suspicious emails. Always take a brief moment to look over A, the person who is sending you the email, and B, what the attachment actually is. In the middle of a busy day, it is so easy to see an email pop up, and without any thought, you click on it and open the attachment. It becomes almost a reflex, after a while, but once you've clicked on it, the deed is done. I have personally been a victim of opening a terrible spam email for a company with over 10,000 employees, and I still wish I would have looked over that email before opening it, but I didn't. Just always be aware of what you're opening. All right, and last but not least, educate your employees or your coworkers, whoever you're working with in the future. Just take preventative measures in educating those people on the very simple things that they can do to help prevent database security breaches. All right, well, that about wraps up today's webinar. Thank you for listening, and I hope that you have a better understanding of the importance of database security.